Hi Sunny, hi world. Um, can't even think what day it is actually. Um, okay. Oh, okay. I got really drunk last night. Very, very drunk. Um, to the point where my friend um came round later in the evening and put me to bed after I was very sick, and I fell into oblivion of my bed in a drunken stupor, and she stayed with me and helped me be sick and tidied up and undressed me and put me to bed. And oh, I feel very delicate this morning. Wow. Um, mine's a bit of a whirl on what I've had this morning, in as much as I had spoken to to BB, or whatever, yesterday for about an hour on the phone while he was driving back to London, and he was quite calm for the most part of it, quite succinct, quite polite, and we talked. He asked me questions, I answered them. It seems like there's just so much stuff in his mind he's dealing with and has been dealing with, that the obstacles in our relationship are too great to be overcome from his point of view, which I accept fully, and can't explain satisfactorily enough for him, or let him see that he, things don't always, they're not what you think they are. I thought he'd have had a bit of a better understanding on that, in all honesty, because he has lied and done things and then said, it's not what it looks like and it was innocent, but that is tit for tat in his mind. But I did think he'd understand a little bit more and maybe be a little bit more, well, okay, yes, you can appreciate how I see things, Megan, which I can, but then in return appreciate that it's not all factual and as it seems. But it's irrelevant. We came to a mute point that he's not prepared to compromise or be reasonable to any more degree than he already feels he is. So very, very low when we hung up, and that's why I had a drink, and one drink turned to a fair few bottles, admittedly, and because I'm hurt, and I am hurt because I miss him and I do love him, and there is nothing I can do now. And there is, it's not for want of not trying, and it's not for trying everything, but you can't make somebody see something they don't want to see, or in their mind it's just too much to cope with, and they're just done with it, so they're not even going to try to see. So, which then comes down to the conclusion that obviously he doesn't love me anymore, and so if the love is gone and all that, then you can fight for something if it's there to fight for, but it's not there to fight for anymore. So there's nothing more to say or do, is there? So I was really, really gutted and devastated last night, and emotional. I'm still emotional. Anyway, I've woken up this morning and rung my friend to say thanks for last night, and have had, wow, one hell of a telephone conversation with her. Um, it it seems that her and BB had a marathon text session in the late hours of last night, which degraded into spiteful backwards and forwards having a pop at each other, and I don't know the full content of the messages. I don't know exactly what was said, but for I don't know what's happened, but she was very much supportive of me in my feelings for him, and she very much liked him as a person, and had we'd all socialised, and they didn't have a problem with him. And for some reason now, I don't know quite what's been said, because she's not going to tell me all of it, because she says I just don't need to know. But what I do need to know is that he's done, and he was, oh, sorry, quite selfish in his texts, and it was all about him, and it was very, very obvious he didn't actually give a shit about me. And with that frame in mind, I've had a talking to of right, no more wallowing in self-pity, no more self-misery. Start getting dressed, and they're going to give me a kick up the arse and get me through this and get me out of the situation, the phase I feel I'm in. And she also pointed out some things, and just gave me some things to think about, like, if this had all been going round and round in his head for so long, why did he meet me at the weekend? What was that all about for then? Was it totally to play with me and screw with me, or were there genuine feelings there and that's why he met me? But then that doesn't add up to all these things he says are wrong, and all the problems and issues he has, and that he doesn't believe me, and I'm untrustworthy, and I'm sleeping with everybody, actually, you know. But I'm just, my brain is swimming with it all. But they are right. I've got to get through this. Apparently, he even tried to say something along the lines of, help her get through this. I'm glad you're there for her. Um, because she needs to know I'm not coming back. And there was all this fake concern all of a sudden. And I don't know. It's all so mixed up and jumbled, but I'm just a bit gobsmacked by it all, actually. And oh, he's she got hold of my phone, and she's deleted all numbers regarding him, all messages, everything, because he asked her to. Um, so yeah, nobody would give me his number now, even if I needed it, because everybody's now taking the stand that if he's done with me, I should be done with him. And they're right. They are right. I do love him, but he had his faults. I had issues with him. And it's not tit for tat, but it's just me realising the relationship wasn't right or perfect from my behalf either. And I know there's this added element of me having this lie, and why I lied, and being caught out, and I completely admit to that. um and I lied to see a friend who was ill, and I lied because I thought I was just avoiding a row. And I lie. I can't, I can go over it and over it and over it, and it still doesn't change the fact I lied. And I appreciate that, but it wasn't quite what one could necessarily assume. was a lie because something devious was going on, and it wasn't quite like that. That's like, it was the kind of lie where somebody goes, "Have you bought me anything for my birthday?" And you go, "Oh no, but you have." It's that, it's a crap example, but anyway. Um, my actions have come back to bite me on the arse. Those are primarily the things that have blown it as far as BB's concerned, and he's been fed God knows what by, I can only assume who, and he's done. He's gone back to London. He's not coming back to Torquay. He's not coming back to me. And okay. Um, I obviously would have gone back down the track of trying to stay in touch with him and everything else, but he's even returned or wants to return the Christmas presents again, which is that's just so pathetic in my mind. It's unbelievable. But why on earth would he want anything from me is one of the messages I had. And so, okay, don't have them then. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, the cats have gone, he's gone, I have got to pull myself together. And it isn't going to be easy, but I'm now going to stop rambling about him during my days, because there is going to be no more contact, and all hope has gone, all love has gone. There just isn't going to be any more, so I've got to get back to dealing with it, which is unfortunately what you're going to hear about for a while, I imagine. But I will deal with it, and I have been accepting it a little bit more since Christmas Day, really. And I'm away for New Year's for 4 days, so I've got to get ready and start packing for that and get a fancy dress outfit, and I will have fun and I will have a laugh, and I am going to be sad and miss him, but this is now a different path, because there is no more drama to it. There's no more contact. There's no more friends talking to him anymore. There's no more of any of him in my life anymore. God, that's awful, isn't it? That sounds awful. There's no more of him in my life anymore. Oh, that was the first time that's been said out loud. Oh, don't start, Megan. But it's true, and it's what he wants. And to a degree, I've got to learn to respect that, if nothing else. Bugger, bugger, oh, bugger. And the weirdest thing is, I think my friend was only trying to help last night. Or I know she'd only been trying to help. And I don't know quite where the turning point came in their conversation, because apparently it started off quite nicely, but that's just typical, I suppose. And she wouldn't have gone in all necessarily heavy. I think she'd have just reiterated to him that I love him, and that, the one thing I've been trying to get through to him is that it's not true and I never cheated on him. But right, no more. Okay, I'm going to pull myself together a bit today, so I shall speak to you later with my face on and let you know what I'm going, hopefully, to Christmas, New Year's Eve with fancy dress as. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.